Hello, hello, long time no talk. This is a channeled message about how to connect with your spirit guides. So if you guys are brand new, I'm Celia Marie 1243, Celia the Spirit Guide Whisperer, your fairy tarot sister, and I am a psychic mentor, a spiritual healer and reader, a spiritual retreat host. We have a retreat coming up in Bali. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. There are still a couple of discounted spots, so for whoever wants to jump in. But like I said, this reading is going to be about how to connect with your spirit guides. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'm hearing to associate animals with these. I don't have crystals to put on top of them, but if you are needing an extra like confirmation on which pile is yours, keep in mind that it could be multiple or even all 3. But I'm hearing cat for number 1, dog for pile 2, and cow for pile 3. So I don't know if you've seen one of those recently or one of them's your favorite or something like that. We'll go that way. Cat, dog, cow. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll meet you at your pile. Pile 1. Let's get into it. How can you connect with your spirit guides right now? All right, so you have cleansing waters. It says purification activates vibrant life force. So yeah, first things first, you definitely could use a spiritual bath. It feels like your spiritual hygiene could be kind of something that is fogging your intuition or causing your spirit guides to feel a little bit more far away than usual. Now, here's the thing. Spiritual hygiene is not something that we should feel shame if we're not doing. It's kind of just something that we're needing to understand is a functional thing. There's this book that I have been recommending to literally everybody. If you have Spotify Premium, you can listen to it as an audiobook for free. It is How to Keep House While Drowning by Casey Davis, and it talks about, taking the shame out of cleaning. And cleaning is honestly part of our spiritual hygiene, but I feel like it also goes for other types of spiritual hygiene, like our spiritual baths and stuff like that, right? So I pulled some other tarot cards earlier, so we'll take a look at these as well. Something that I'm also seeing for you is patience, but I'm also hearing a lot of messages for you. It feels like you are very clairvoyant. It feels like you have the psychic ability of clairvoyance and clairaudience. Clairaudience is the one that I was getting first. That's your hearing. So it feels like you could be hearing your messages, or you could be like getting ringing in your ears. That's funny. Somebody's calling me right now. So it feels like your spirit guides have been calling you. Are you picking up? It's probably because you don't even necessarily know that your phone is ringing, or that they're about to, give you that they're giving you a call. Let's see what else is coming through. Something about balloons, hot air balloons, is jumping up there. That means, to me, hot air balloons, and I'm seeing somebody hold onto a balloon, and it's kind of like the movie Up, where the balloons are kind of just like rising and it's taking the house off the ground. It feels like you could be very ungrounded. Now, when we go through spiritual awakenings, or if we just tend to be very spiritual people, some of us just live in our higher chakras. I'm one of those people. Heart, throat, third eye, crown. A lot of people who are more in those areas of our chakras are more spiritually inclined, more psychically inclined. And so if that is you, you have to balance that out with grounding. Okay, you have to balance it out with doing human things. You could be in this place where you feel like, okay, to connect to my spirit guides, I have to do this and I have to open my third eye. Like, to me, it feels like a lot of that is already doing pretty well for you. For you, you need to balance more of the human things. more of the things that get you in your body. Somatic work is something we've been focusing on a lot within the past couple of years. We just did a somatic exercise on Patreon. If you guys want to check out Patreon, I have all of the meditations that we've done for the past couple of years there recorded. There's a bunch of meditations, classes, things like that if you're trying to step up into your next spiritual level. But it feels like getting in the regular habits of doing your spiritual hygiene, and especially connecting with the element of water. Now, the element of water can represent feelings, emotions. It can also be your intuition. So I feel like you're needing to spend more time listening to your intuition. I'm literally getting high-pitched ear ringing right now. So if you are getting ear ringing and you've been getting it for a while lately, that is your spirit guides trying to connect. How do you deal with the ear ringing? The best way, I would say, is to take a breath, be able to ground yourself in that moment, and kind of start to raise your vibration. A lot of times that'll kind of feel like fixing your posture, kind of sitting up straight, and just giving gratitude for the message. Even if you don't understand it, even if you're like, well, it's just a ring, pay attention to what the vibe was when that happened. Were you thinking something negative? Were you thinking something positive? Were you asking a question? Did you need help? A lot of times our ears can ring also when we're just in this place of like being, I guess not necessarily mindful, but being in a place of calm. A lot of times it'll happen when you are just kind of sitting, daydreaming, things like that. Pay attention to when, how it happens, and how you feel. That will tell you a lot about what your spirit guides are trying to let you know in that moment. I literally have spirit guide whispering sessions. If that's something that you want to get into and kind of work on your psychic abilities in a space with me, get their messages. If you have things that you're like, I think this is what they're trying to say, we can verify those things too. These sevens are sticking out a lot to me as well. It feels, and it was just 717 on the recording time. It feels like you have angels surrounding you. And if you've been seeing 717 or 777 or 77, your angels are very close. This could be archangels, this could be your guardian angels. And in order to connect with them, I feel like a lot of them meet you by the water. It feels like your energy is like, I even want to, like, as I'm talking, like I want to get more quiet, more soft, a little bit more still. Your spirit guides are saying that your energy does really well with water. So spend more time at the water. There could be a body of water that you have been wanting to visit lately. That could absolutely be a good place for you to connect with your spirit guides. When you're connecting with spirit guides at all, I highly recommend finding your psychic abilities. I have YouTube videos on that. There's some older ones. I'll definitely need to make some updated ones, but the old ones have good information too. So finding your psychic abilities and then spending intentional time. That's how you get to know anybody. So make sure that you're spending intentional time with your spirit guides, letting them know. They already know that you want to connect with them. They can hear all of the things that you want, but okay, yeah. Did you guys hear me say archangels? Yeah, hello. Archangel Raguel could be one of your archangels. This is crazy that this comes out. Justice, harmony, solutions. So if you have been looking for some type of justice, maybe a court situation, maybe, I mean, that could honestly go for anything. Justice, harmony, solutions. If you've been asking for a solution to a question, it's 911 all the time. Yeah, your spirit guides are angels. They want you to know. Ooh, this is a good one. We have letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. It also feels like they are asking you to be patient, and that kind of is what this Seven of Pentacles energy feels like to me as well. Being very patient. Don't expect for you to have this instant, completely without a hitch communication with your spirit guides the first time you ever try. And I get the feeling that you could be somebody who's tried many times to connect with your spirit guides. I'm also getting this feeling of needing to cleanse your energy first, setting aside a couple of hours, spending some very intentional time, sitting at an altar space. It doesn't have to be an altar space. It could also just be a place of like quiet, of stillness. You could be reading a book that might relate to one of your spirit guides or one of these archangels or even an ancestor. That is what they are wanting you to do, not rushing yourself, not feeling like, look, another 17. Are you kidding? Hello, spirit? And they're also telling you to pay attention to those synchronicities because they're all around. They are all around. They are sending you lots of angel numbers and synchronicities and confirmations through angel numbers and the time. Especially, I'm also getting license plates. But it just feels like you are so busy and your mind is so clouded that they're needing you to take a step back. Relax. Spend some more intentional time trying to connect with them. And I think that is going to make all of the difference for your energy and for your connection with them. Okay. And like I said, I have sessions, spirit guide whispering sessions, where we can literally take 45 minutes to assess your spiritual gifts, what your psychic abilities are, and get you connected with your spirit guides and I help you to connect on your own so that you don't have to keep coming back for readings and stuff like that. I mean, I'm a psychic. I listen to readings on YouTube still, and sometimes I'll go to a really good trusted psychic or something like that, but they want you to learn on your own, how to do it on your own, and just use those other like channels sparingly, or to supplement what you've already gotten through your own intuition. Okay, but your crown chakra is extremely strong. The color purple is standing out. If you've been craving the color purple, then that could definitely be a synchronicity, kind of like a confirmation for you as well. Your crown chakra is popping and you're getting a bunch of downloads that you don't know how you know it, you just do. So thank you for listening. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, we have pile 2. Aloha pile 2. Let's see what we got for you. This is how to connect with your spirit guides. Grounding. Okay, that's funny because we kind of talked about grounding a little bit in the last pile, pile 1. I have some tarot cards. Let's get some more information about what your spirit guides want to let you know. It says, go deep, explore your roots. It feels to me like you have lots and lots of ancestors specifically. And I'm getting a lot about very, I heard the word clingy. I'm not going to lie. I heard clingy ancestors or ancestors who are just very close to you right now. A very specific message is coming up right now about a grandmother and her making cakes. If your grandmother was known for her cakes or baking pastries, could be cooking as well. She is saying hello. She's saying that she loves you and that she's here. She wants to connect with you. This could be a grandmother or a mother, possibly an aunt, even like a good friend. Somebody who resonates with all that energy. This person is waving, saying hello. Let me know who that is for you in the comments. I think that's really sweet. Yeah, I feel like you are needing to get grounded. So in the last reading, we were talking a lot about water. If you feel very connected to the water and possibly archangels, if you've been seeing the number 7 a lot, I would definitely go watch pile 1 if you didn't already come from there. And with this Queen of Wands card in reverse, I'm also hearing slow your roll. settle down, take it easy. So in order to connect with your spirit guides, you're needing to slow your roll. I feel like there's a little bit of impatience as well, which is funny because this is very similar to the last reading, just slightly different. I'm going to pull another card on this Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups, if you look at her here, right, she's basically like waiting for something to happen. Like she's kind of, yeah, look, Page of Wands reversed. And Wands energy is very quick. It's very, I just heard quick, fast, in a hurry. It could be that you want things and you want it now. I just heard the word feedback. So it could be that you expect instant answers, and your spirit guides, especially your ancestors, your old, wise, ancient, beautiful ancestors are like, we are trying to teach you patience, child. We are trying to teach you patience, which is funny because we have the Chariot card, and again, a number 7. All the freaking synchronicities are crazy. We have number 7 here, and that's kind of the same vibe, the same colors going on as this card. They're telling you, you want to take off running. And what they're showing me is a race, somebody in a race. But you know how like in the Olympics or like professional running and stuff, you start off on your little starter blocks. They're showing you on your starter blocks. And it's like, if you do not properly ground your energy and get onto those starter blocks nice and steady, your takeoff is going to be whack. And even if you're going super fast, you might veer off into somebody else's lane. You might trip over your own feet coming off the blocks. I also just heard chip off the old block. So if there is an ancestor, male or female, this energy is honestly feeling a little bit more male, but it could be a woman as well. If that energy is resonating for you, that's a hello from somebody as well who would say chip off the old block, or somebody that you're very, very similar to who has passed on. Okay. But yeah, they're telling you to slow down. Slow down. It also feels like, ooh, your spirit guides are talking about you taking social media breaks or electronic device breaks. They're like, you are constantly on this. This feels a lot like a grandmother or something like that. But she's like, you are constantly on that TV. You are always like, it kind of feels like they're kind of low-key scolding you a little bit. I'm not even going to lie to you. But they're like, you know, you say that you want to connect with me. Excuse me. It was 1707 in the time. Go watch the first pile, because that's going to resonate for you too, if all of these 7s and everything that I was talking about from the first pile resonate. But they're basically telling you to take a freaking break from the social media. It feels like that's draining your energy. And they're bringing my attention to this girl and her body language, how she's like hunched over. And yeah, there's this tree over here. It's funny because there's a tree in this card. There's a tree over here. And it's like she's out here in the middle of this rock. There's so much wisdom in this tree. I just heard family tree. Your ancestors are like, we want to connect with you. Something that might give you a really good feeling of connection with your ancestors. Because the thing is, they're always around you. For them to come up in your energy in this way, they're already around you. This is about you raising your awareness so you become more sensitive to their energy and you learn how they are communicating with you. Versus just being able to, know that they're around. Can you understand them? This card wants to speak to us. It's coming out really, really loudly here. Number 4, okay? It's funny because when I see 444, a lot of the time I think of my ancestors. So if you see 444, if you've been seeing it lately, I also heard 414. If you tend to see 414, 444, 44, somebody saw 44 on a license plate or 444 on a license plate, let me know who that was, because I saw that very vividly in my third eye. So it feels like this reminds me of a Patreon reading that I just did recently. If you guys are on Patreon, please go reread that reading. But it's basically talking about freedom and being a bird that has the cage door open and still not going anywhere. So it feels like you could be in that place where you're a little bit stuck. And this could be in regards to connecting with your ancestors and spirit guides, or it could be about you in other areas of your life. But it feels like you're being held back because you're so used to being in this cage. You're so used to the limiting beliefs, the fears. Okay, that's coming through clearly. So for some of you guys, what's holding you back is your limiting beliefs around what it means to be connected to a spirit guide. A lot of us may have come from religious backgrounds. I definitely did. If you came from a religious background, let me know in the comments. And you know what, it feels like those things could still be holding you back. Fear, the fear that what you're connecting with is evil, or that you're not really connecting with your ancestors, and your intuition is going to make all the difference when it comes to those things. Understanding that there's a difference of being scared because this is a new thing and it's unknown, and being scared because something is evil. And even knowing if there is energy around you that is more negative. Of course, there's positive, negative energy, but at the same time, you have to know that you are so divinely protected that even if there was malicious energy around you, that you can trust your intuition as you build it. Of course, you can trust your intuition as you build it to notice that energy and get rid of it. You have control over your energy. Okay, nothing can do too much damage to you without your consent. Keep in mind that that is conscious and subconscious, okay? But you are the master of your own destiny, is what I just heard. Okay, so your ancestors are here to empower you with that. Spend more time grounding. You could need to go to a body of water as well. You could need to speak to a tree. Trees can be spirit guides too, and animals. I'm also hearing squirrel. Kinship. Okay, beautiful. So something else that could really help you connect better with your spirit guides is to find an aligned community. So if you're here on my page, if you haven't come to Circle to practice with us, we practice psychic mediumship abilities. It's open to all ages, all skill levels, whether you're a beginner and have never ever connected to your spirit guides before, or if you have and you want to practice. It is literally a circle for us to connect together. I was literally talking to somebody about fire today. So if you are listening to this and you was just talking to me about fire, this is specific. If you were just talking to me about a fire circle, girl, I'm gonna need you to, yeah, this is your message. But finding community is something huge, especially with Pluto shifting into Aquarius right now. We are building spaces for community. So being around people who think like you so that you don't feel so scared constantly of connecting with your ancestors and spirit guides, so that you don't feel like it's something that's evil, so that you can see how other people are doing it. That's part of it. I also feel really called to mention our soul alignment spiritual retreat in Bali. You guys, August 3rd through 9th, we are going to Bali for our second spiritual retreat. I cannot believe this is happening. It could not happen without you guys. Right now, as of right now, when I'm filming this, it could be different by the time I filmed already. There are still a couple of spots for $200 off. We're going to be doing things like bonding together as a community because there's lots of free time. We're going to be doing cleansing in a Balinese water temple. Like, hello, we're going to be making Balinese offerings, getting a sound bath. If you want to hear more about that retreat and you would like to go, please go to the link in my bio. There are limited spots and there are limited discounted spots, but that would be something ideal for community. I'm not saying you have to go to Bali, but the whole point of these spiritual retreats, or part of the point of these spiritual retreats, is to bring together community of like-minded people. It was really beautiful in Costa Rica seeing all of the different people who don't necessarily have community in their life in their, their real life off the internet, who believe in spirit guides, who don't think that they're weird for talking about things like that. So Bali could definitely be an opportunity, but Bali isn't the only opportunity. Keep that in mind. There are tons of communities out there. If you are wanting to be a part of the Moonglow community, join us on Wednesday for Moonglow Wednesday live readings, which I'm going to go do very soon, actually, like 15 minutes. You can join us for our rituals. We have a full moon ritual, a cord cutting ritual. Like, there are so many different opportunities. Your spirit guides are saying to take them so that you get used to being around this energy and you don't find it so odd. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I hope that some of you guys will come to Bali with us. Thank you for listening. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile 3. Wonderful, lovely pile 3. And you could be seeing 3s lately. I'm hearing 3s, 4s, and 5s. It's also 5:43 right now on my clock. Let's see what you need to know to connect with your spirit guides. Okay. Interesting. It feels like with the King of Cups here, you could be slightly disconnected with your emotions. I'm getting this feeling of being disconnected with your emotions, kind of feeling numb almost. There could have been something that you've gone through recently or over the past couple of years that has just made you very numb. It could be a bad breakup. It could just be, I don't know. It feels like your heart chakra is like frozen solid is what I just heard. And your heart chakra is a very, very important part of connecting with your psychic abilities, and through your psychic abilities with your spirit guides for their guidance and your intuition. So I feel like working with your heart chakra right now is really going to help you to connect better with your spirit guides. This could be some past life healing that needs to happen. I do have past life sessions that have an energy healing add-on. I do shamanic healing, quantum energy healing, to heal things from either your past in this life or past in past lives. I felt called to say that. Your spirit guides are asking you to have more gratitude, to take more little times, take a little more time. Okay, your throat chakra could also be kind of, okay. Strep throat, I just heard, if you've been having really bad allergies lately, coughing, strep throat, like this is definitely a confirmation for you. It just feels like your spirit guides are trying to communicate to you through your clairaudience, and you could be getting ringing in your ears instead. So the way that I like to explain that, and I have videos that are talking about all of the different psychic abilities. Well, the main 4, right? The main 4 clairs that you need to be able to connect with your spirit guides. So the way that clairaudience works, when you're getting that ringing in your ear, a lot of the time, not every single time, but a lot of the time, it is because your spirit guide is trying to connect with you and their energy is up here. Your energy is down here. That doesn't make you a bad person. You're a human. That's just where we are vibrationally, naturally. Very dense. But their energy is a lot higher. They don't have a flesh suit that is dragging them down, okay? So when they are trying to connect with you, what they're trying to say is vibrating up here. And what you're trying to hear is vibrating up here. So they have to lower their energy, their frequency just a little bit to get to you. And you have to raise your frequency. So once you're on the same frequency, that's when a message comes in clear. I just saw myself doing this across the camera. So I don't know if you've seen that motion somewhere. That could be a confirmation. Child, I don't know. I just listen to what the spirit guides say. Okay. If that was some kind of confirmation for you, please let me know. I don't know if a kid has been doing that or something. There's something about it. You guys, when I channel these messages, I'm telling you, I don't always know how it's going to resonate for you. I just feel compelled to say it. That is something about your intuition. You get to this point where you are just like, I don't know what the hell this means, but I know I have to go this way, or I know I have to choose this thing, or I know I have to say this thing. So you never know who it could be helping. If this video is helpful for you, please like. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And also welcome to the fam. Okay, but it feels like you could get very distracted by very minute things is what I'm hearing. And I feel like your spirit guides are like, dang, so we do all of this stuff for you. I just heard new job, new car, new house. Like there could be lots of things that they have like helped you to get and you don't even recognize, or maybe don't stop to show gratitude. This could also and or be a message about you needing to take just more time to be present with yourself and the goals that you have already accomplished, even with your spirit guides or on your spiritual journey. Okay? Because it feels like you have made leaps and strides in your life. And literally by bringing more gratitude into your life, by taking more time to just be grateful for where you are now, what you have now, your spirit guides are going to continue to give you, like that's the best energy to come at them in. I cry and grieve with my spirit guides all the time, but I find that the energy comes through very clearly when I am in an attitude of gratitude, when I am feeling that sense of joy, when I'm feeling that sense of relief. And whether you can understand the messages or not, have gratitude when your angel numbers come through. Have gratitude. Have gratitude. I'm hearing something about water as well. So again, with emotions, if you are very connected to water, maybe you need to take a spiritual bath. If there's a body of water, a beach, a pool, or something that you've been needing to go to pile 1. That might be a message for you as well. Okay, let's see what this, okay. Angels of the 7 chakras. Okay, so you need a whole chakra alignment, my friend. Power, truth, connection. So some Reiki or energy healing of a different kind might be really good for you right now. I think it was in the last pile. I also just saw 3131. That could be a confirmation. Let me know. I was just talking about doing quantum energy healing in past life readings. I also get the feeling that with this card popping out, soul expression, something new, and this is one of my favorite flowers, and my inner child actually lets me know that she's around by bringing up daisies. So let me know how that resonates for you as well. But creation, being in this energy, you could be a very creative person, or you could feel like you're not a creative person at all. But when you're in that creative, gratitude, joyful, expansive energy, that is when your spirit guides are near. That is when you are channeling the most wisdom from them. That is when you are aligned with your own energy. Okay? Getting into things like gardening could be something really important for you right now. Maybe you had an ancestor who gardened, or maybe your spirit guides want you to garden. I'm also picking up on fairy energy, so that could resonate for you as well. This 37 also breaks down to a 10, which is a 1. New beginnings. It feels like you're needing to reconnect with your inner child, build a new relationship with your inner child. And funny because one of the, I'm pretty sure I brought it up in every pile. I'm just super excited. We have our soul alignment retreat in Bali. Soul alignment retreat in Bali, 7 days, 369 portal, August 3rd through 9th. The last day of the retreat is a full moon. We are doing an inner child workshop, an energy hygiene workshop, and a higher self workshop. We're also going to be doing really cool things like a Balinese purification ceremony at a water temple. We're going to make Balinese offerings. We're going to make herbal medicine, a sound bath. Like, these are such cool things. But you're needing to connect with your inner child. And even if you do end up joining us in Bali, all the information's linked down below. But even if you do end up joining us in Bali, please work with your inner child beforehand. Okay, we're going to do some very specific, activities that will help you connect and get a direct messages from your inner child about what they need from you right now. But beforehand, ask them. Spend some time doing things that you did as a child. That would be very helpful. Spend some time thinking about what made you very happy as a child, who you were, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to be. There could be a message about your purpose now and the career path that you're meant to be on now through that. Your inner child is a spirit guide. So if you're like, no, but I wanted to connect with an archangel or a deity, or, okay, your inner child's feeling a little bit disconnected from you and a little bit neglected, like, hey, wait, I'm a spirit guide too. Okay, so energy healing, grace and gratitude. If you want to join us in Bali, please do. It's going to be so much fun. But thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.